Very quickly, click the link down below in the comment section, maybe the description too, just trust me. I'm a coach, that is my primary job. I work with clients and have worked with hundreds of clients now to help them achieve their goals. What I've done is I've put together a free 4-week coaching taster with me down below in the comment section. What that will entail is you get access to 8 different programs to choose from. I've got programs for women, programs for men, and programs for home, so you have choices there. Be that 3-day, 4-day, 5-day, there are loads of options. In addition to that, you also get 5 videos from me. I'll send you a video every week where I go through things like tracking and give you access to a sheet that you can copy and then utilize for tracking purposes. I go through nutritional bits and bobs, teach you how to set up your macros and how to set realistic targets, go through plateaus, training intensity, tackling social events while staying on track, and even ripping apart the supplement industry and telling you what's worth putting your money into and what's really not. Between that, I also send you 2 emails a week covering a bunch of educational tips and tricks to help you not only with your training, your nutrition, your consistency, but also balancing progression and actually maintaining a healthy social life, because it's pretty key as well. All of that is completely free, a free 4-week coaching taster with me. Click the link down below, subscribe, so put your name and email, click subscribe, you'll get an email to confirm your subscription, click confirm, and then boom, you'll get the first welcome email along with access to the programs, the tracking sheet, and your first video. But now we're going to talk about science-backed ways women should train. Most of my audience are women, not all of them, but I'd say the majority of my audience are women. And this individual popped up speaking about science-backed ways women should train, and I want to talk about it because I don't like when people do this. I get the importance of doing so, don't get me wrong, but I think too many people in many cases separate gender from training too heavily.
Number 1, recovery time for women. Women are naturally more fatigue resistant because we have muscle fibers that recover quickly.
There is some validity behind this. I've heard and read conflicting things, but ultimately your gender doesn't really matter here, and I'm going to say that for a reason. Ultimately, you need to recover for as long as you need to recover for. I've met dudes who recover 30 seconds between sets. I take maybe 3 or 4 minutes. There are many things that can play into that. Just the individual, how strong you are, the movement you're doing, so many things. But when it comes to recovery, don't overcomplicate it. Have the local muscles recovered. Have the synergistics, so like secondary or surrounding muscles recovered. Has your cardiorespiratory system recovered, so has your heart rate settled, your breathing come back? And number 4, are you psychologically good to go again? If the answer is yes to all of those things, be that a minute or 5 minutes, it's time to go.
Number 2, strength train. All women, regardless of age, should be doing strength training.
To be honest with you, I'm very biased here. I think everybody, regardless of age, gender, or even goal, should be doing some form of resistance training or strength training. There's a quote I like to quote often enough, which is "Strength is never a weakness" by a powerlifter called Mark Bell. I think that holds a lot of validity. Whether you want to lose fat, be healthier, whatever it may be, getting strong is never going to be a bad thing, and it's only going to benefit you in life when it comes to achieving goals, but also just living a longer and healthier life. Longevity is pretty important. So I think resistance training in some capacity is really good, and it doesn't need to be in the gym. You can do home stuff. You can do there are so many options and alternatives, but just doing some kind of strength training or resistance training is probably going to really help you, especially as you get older.
Number 3, learn the proper movement. Whether you're 20 or 40 or even Han's age, you need to nail the basics.
I think there is validity in this, in the sense that, I guess it depends how you define basics. I think everybody should lift to a good standard if you are going to lift. Technical standardization is really key, and I think there is merit in learning how to do the basic movements like the squat, the bench, and the deadlift, for example, because a lot of what you will do during those movements will carry over to other movements. If you can barbell squat to a good standard, you could probably Smith machine squat well, which means you could probably hack squat well. If you can deadlift to a good standard, you could probably RDL or stiff leg deadlift pretty well. Again, you can learn the basic movements, like the fundamentals one might say, and apply them to many other things, be that effective bracing, effective hinging, scapular retraction, so many things you can apply to other movements. I do think there is a lot of merit in learning how to do the basic movements. Do you have to do them for a long time? No, you don't have to. It's very goal specific. But in learning them, you can then apply that knowledge and the movement pattern and standardization to other movements, which will then only help you progress further and faster and more safely.
Number 4, free weights over machines. I'm gonna say it, machines were designed for men.
Machines are designed for whoever fits within a certain height bracket, really. I've got friends who are 5 foot tall that really struggle to fit on machines. I'm 6'3", and I really struggle to fit on some machines. It can be quite difficult. There are some hack squat machines, I can't even stand up with my legs straight because I top out the machine. Machines were designed to people within a very small bracket. And people might say, oh, but most of the people in that height bracket are men. And that may well be true. I don't necessarily mean that means you should stop using machines. I think oftentimes you have to adjust the machine. So trying to adapt it somewhat. If the handle's too high for you, sit on some cushions extensions. If you bottom out the leg extension, wrap some yoga blocks around the shin pad to give you more range of motion. There are ways to adapt things, and I don't think that should steer you away from using machines. Don't get me wrong, free weights are great, but again, I think whether you prioritize free weights or machines should be based on preference, what you enjoy the most, and also what your goal is. If you want to be a competitive powerlifter, you probably have to squat, bench, and deadlift, which are free weight movements, quite a lot. But if you want to optimize building muscle like a bodybuilder perhaps, you may actually favor machines. So again, it depends. It's person to person dependent.
Number 5, high intensity training. 30 seconds is all you need to change your body.
I think if you look at resistance training, high intensity resistance training is kind of key when it comes to building muscle. But in this context, we're talking probably more about high intensity interval training, fat loss, things like that. And yeah, there is some merit to this, but again, it really comes down to goal. If you're trying to optimize building muscle, doing high intensity cardio could hinder recovery, thus make it harder to build muscle, thus prevent you from achieving your goals or hindering you from achieving your goals. If you enjoy high intensity interval training or high intensity cardio, great, do it. Whatever you can remain most consistent with, I think is really valid to stick to. But if you don't enjoy it and much prefer low intensity, maybe steady state stuff, if you're going to remain more consistent with it, it's more sustainable. It might even be better for you. So yes, I know biologically there may be some evidence that could imply X might be better than Y, but if you hate doing X and actually quite like Y, and Y helps you achieve your goal a little bit better, maybe Y is better than X in some cases.
Number 6, getting abs the right way. 100 sit-ups or 50 crunches might work perfectly for men, but it doesn't work for women.
I don't like this. And someone's going to come at me in the comment section. Before you do, just don't. Just don't. Your abdominal muscle, especially when we're looking at like the six-pack muscle, is a muscle like any other muscle. Whether you have a lower center of gravity or whatnot, doesn't change the fact that to build a muscle effectively, you must take it through its intended range of motion against resistance to sufficient intensity. Central gravity aside, that's how muscles are built. And if you want to build your abdominal muscles, you must take them through a range of motion, a relevant range of motion, against resistance to sufficient intensity. Crunch movements are really good. It's sometimes about just stepping away and rationalize it, saying, oh, how does the muscle grow and how does the muscle benefit from certain movements? This is how. Oh, okay, well maybe that's how I should train it and apply it, regardless of whether my center of gravity is slightly different.
Number 7, work with your menstrual cycle. Your cycle has 2 main phases.
Again, this is actually something I track with many of my one-to-one clients. This isn't something that's included in the 4-week free taster, the link down below in the comment section and the description, but this is something I do track with many of my clients if they want to. And again, when I track things, like same with nutrition, macros, form analysis, hormones, whatever it may be, even progress photos, I say, these are all useful if you want to track them, but if you don't feel comfortable tracking them or you don't feel it'll be beneficial to you, we don't have to track them. We never have to do anything you don't feel comfortable with. But with many of my clients, we do track cycles and phases of cycles to see how it impacts things like their performance, water retention, body weight, loads of things. I get behind this. I back this. This is valid.
Number 8, have creatine like it's nobody's business.
I actually speak about this in one of the videos I'm going to send you as part of the 4-week free taster and the emails. I think everyone should take creatine. Do you have to? No, but I think creatine can be really beneficial. Probably actually not as beneficial as you think it is for building muscle, but I think probably more beneficial than you think it is for things like cognitive function and maybe even mental health.
Number 9, supplement intentionally.
This is actually really valid because I actually go through this in one of the videos that's part of the 4-week free taster, where I go through supplements I recommend and why I recommend them. And I think there is actually validity in ensuring you are supplementing, if you are going to, for the right reasons and making sure you're taking things for a purpose.
Number 10, ditch the ice bath.
Ice baths were heavily utilized and deemed to be cool because everyone online was like, oh, this is a really cool thing to do. And C-Bum did a video where he got in an ice bath after training. When actually looking at optimizing building muscle, ice baths reduce inflammation, which in turn can actually slow the muscle building process. Could it benefit recovery? Potentially. Does it have maybe other benefits which are outside of building muscle? Because not everything's about building muscle, I understand. Yeah, potentially. From a muscle building perspective, ice baths might actually hinder you, not help you.
Number 11, get hot in the sauna. In a 60 to 80 degree sauna, women can often sit comfortably for around 20 minutes, while men start sweating almost immediately.
Joke's on her. I sweat immediately, regardless of the temperature. Sauna, could there be some benefits behind it? Potentially. If you hate saunas though, don't get in the sauna. Again, the thing here is it's about doing things you actually enjoy and can stick to. If saunaing every day is optimal, and you want to chase optimization, go for it. But if you absolutely hate doing it, it's probably not going to make or break the quality of your life. So again, if you want to, you can, but never feel like you have to. And again, in these cases, you might be chasing 1% additional quality of life benefit.
Number 12, exercise to stress. Stress is good for you. No, we're not talking about the stress you get from burning your cookies, but from exercise. Exercise isn't just about getting fitter. It's about training your body and brain to handle stress better.
I mean, just exercise in general is good for you. I think everyone in some capacity should exercise. Do you have to? No, but I think everybody could benefit from exercising. Sure. Are there stress benefits and whatnot? Absolutely. But just in general life, I think saying you should exercise is a pretty fair blanket statement to make that could apply to everybody, regardless of gender. I think ultimately the video has some good points. There's some other points I didn't necessarily agree with, but also some other points I do. And the thing to remember is I'm speaking about this from the perspective of maybe chasing a goal, not trying to optimize every aspect of health perfectly. When it comes to training, I think too many people separate or maybe don't understand that just because you are potentially a woman doesn't necessarily mean you can't do something or shouldn't do something. Ultimately, I think you need to look at the bigger picture here, which is what is your goal? Again, just like all my videos, it's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear your opinion in the comment section below. Doesn't mean I'm right or wrong, I'm just sharing an opinion that came to my mind as a first thought after watching this video. And like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Thank you for tolerating me. Thank you for tolerating the 4 weeks free coaching taster with me, link down below in the comment section, the description. And thank you for tolerating the video.